gonna be about getting rid of these hideous hubcaps. What's up, guys, and welcome to Bavarian Enthusiast TV. My name is Will, and I appreciate you checking out this video. Today, I'm going to be talking about painting a set of steel wheels for my 1970 BMW 2002. I'm going to be walking through the process. I'd like to share a little background though. This is my 1970 completely restored BMW 2002. The guy who paid for the restoration spared no expense whatsoever. When I went through the buying process, I learned a lot about these cars. I learned a lot about the rust issues that exist with them. And I ended up just opting to go for something which is essentially in brand new condition. So when I bought this car, I also bought a set of 3-piece BBS RS wheels, 15x7 e30, which is standard fitment for these BMWs. And I have had a lot of issues with fitment. I did a video, in fact, that was about testing the fitment. I'll put a card up. You can go check that out if you're interested. I tested the fitment of the wheels and it looked like they were gonna fit, but unfortunately I've had some issues. So I won't get into all of that right now, but what I will say is I'm working on getting that resolved. And in the meantime, I wanted to put some different wheels on this car other than these hideous, no offense intended to anybody who digs them, hubcaps. So I am going to put a set of these on here. So today I'm going to be walking you through how to transform this into this. Very simple process, but I thought I'd share it in case anybody's interested. So before I get into the steps for doing this job, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to this channel. This channel is all about owning and living with classic German sports cars. If you've been watching, you know that I've been covering my air-cooled Porsches. I have this 86 that I just picked up. I also have a 95 993. And I'm going to start to incorporate more content about this BMW. So the first thing I'm going to show you is what you're going to need to have in order to do this thing right. So I'd recommend, well, I'll just walk you through the steps. Step one, you're going to want to clean them up with mineral spirits. I prefer to use gloves when I handle that stuff. It reeks, and I just thought it was better. So, once you've done that, cleaned them up, you'll want to use something like this. This is a 3M product to scuff up the wheel. You are going to be using this wheel paint right here or a similar product to paint the wheel silver to get that look you just saw. And so you're going to need to scuff it up to give it some texture so that the paint will adhere. You're also going to have to contend with the valve stem. I elected to use this, which is honestly, in my opinion, one of the best tools known to mankind. To cut this rubber off here, and then I just pull it through. So I'd recommend using this. Hammer and screwdriver is to knock the wheel weights off. I'm not sure where the weight is on here, if at all. Rags for cleaning it up. Air compressor to really get all the dust and debris out of it before you paint it. And of course, I like some gloves, especially when I'm dealing with that thing. I know it's a little delusional to believe this would not cut through that, but it just makes me feel better. Okay, so it's a very windy day here, and I needed to come somewhere else other than my home garage to spray paint these wheels. I did this one inside of my garage at home, and then I got pretty nervous about like overspray or just, it just stunk, and I just was really nervous about it getting on things I didn't want it on. So I decided to come here. I'm gonna cover this car up with this, oilcloth here to make sure that as I spray down the wheels, the overspray doesn't somehow magically get on this wrapped car. Okay, so that spray paint is freaking pungent. I gotta step outside here. So what I did is, as you saw in the footage there, I went lightly back and forth and back and forth. And honestly, yesterday, I'm somebody, I'm always accused of like being overzealous. So with that test wheel, I went too heavy on the paint and created runs. I think on these other 3 that I just did, hopefully, I think I saw 1 run, but I don't think it's gonna be a be as big of a deal with those three as it was with the first one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let these dry overnight and come back tomorrow and then maybe hit them again, and hopefully that'll be it, because I'm pretty eager to get these wheels on the car. Okay, I am back from Firestone. I just picked up the painted wheels. And I've got the tires on. They're 185/65 14. So here they are. Don't look like that much, and you know, frankly, they're not. Pretty simple and straightforward. So let me unload these guys. I got to juggle these cars around a little bit too. Okay, I'd like to share some final thoughts with you about this little project. I mean, first of all, it's a fun one to do. It's super easy. I mean, it doesn't require a lot of technical knowledge. But, you know, the more interesting part of this project is, you know, how these wheels look on the car. I think they definitely look better than the hubcaps. They certainly do not look as nice as these gorgeous BBS. Which will end up on the car at some point. But, you know, 14-inch is better than 13-inch. I dig how the chrome lugs look against the silver paint. I love the chrome centerpiece there. You know, a question in my mind is going to be like, how is this paint going to hold up? I think it's going to come off pretty easily, to be honest with you. But this is really something that I've done as almost like a placeholder. I couldn't stand looking at the hubcaps anymore, so I wanted to do this. So anyway, you know, fun little project, something to do, something to share with you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe. Catch you next time.